welcome to another episode of Shit Talking. Shit talking. So, what's up, shit talkers? That's all they do is shit talk. Talking shit, whatever. But anyways, how y'all doing? What a day. What a beautiful day it was today. Wasn't too cold. It was a little bit chilly. It might rain. Not rain slow later this few days. But hey, we get still in January, so it's gonna get on. This is worse. But anyways, we got a lot to go through with a lot of movies, like I mentioned before. Of course, with the pandemic, we won't be able to see a lot of these movies coming out in theaters, which is okay, because that's why y'all paying that extra money for Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. What else? There's so many new streaming services out there. You got Amazon. I don't even have Apple. Fuck Apple Plus. That's Apple Plus. Yeah, I don't have that. What else is out there? Even there's some free ones out there, but they have those free old TV shows that you don't want to watch or old movies. It's okay. I love to watch Sanford. So that's the shit I like to watch. Just drinking some lemonade. Excuse me. Just kind of thirsty. Like this crackle that's free and stuff like that, and others free streaming services. But then there's always a catch. You always have to watch commercials. But whatever. That's how they gotta pay the bills. But yeah. But anyways, welcome. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to my show. Leave comments, thumbs up. If you put a thumbs down, hey, I'll comment on whichever way. Just make sure y'all like and subscribe. That's all I ask. That's all I ask you to do. And enjoy the show, because I'll be reviewing movies and TV shows. Since you don't have the time because y'all too busy doing other stuff, that I have the time, that I make time to watch these movies or TV shows or whatever else is going on, that I'll keep you all informed. All right. So like I mentioned before, Netflix is going to be pulling out movies out every week. So maybe they do other stuff, but one of the big movies they'll bring out every week. I think last week they came out with I have to look it up. I had the name of it. I was watching it last night, but I didn't get to finish it. It was too late. And I wanted to stay up late. You know what? When you get old, you don't stay up late like you used to. So you motherfuckers in your 20s, you be staying up late playing video games, watching TV, or doing whatever, playing with your phone late at night. It's going to catch up to you, because you won't be able to do that when you get older. Look at this. I got this, and I don't hardly play it that much like I should. I'll be passing out my sofa and stuff like that. But anyways, enough about that. This that happens when you get old. But this is the tip of my tongue. But anyways, it's a movie that came out a week ago on Netflix. Let me see, what's the name of this movie? Let me see if this thing works when I can do my research. I'm sorry, why am I apologizing? This is the way things are. Netflix movies. So it's not on here. Sorry. Did I sneeze on y'all? Outside the Wire. That's the name of the movie. Outside the Wire. That was not the time. But I was watching it. I didn't get to finish. A lot of action, but I haven't finished it, so I'm not gonna review that movie. I'll do that next time. But they did release another movie too, so those are the two I'll review. I'm gonna watch them this weekend and do my reviews on those movies. But the ones that I did watch was Lockdown. That's on HBO Max. I'll have that. HBO Max is not bad. They got some good shows coming out. Some pretty decent movies. Other than Wonder Woman that sucked ass. Sucked. If y'all haven't seen it, yeah, wait until it's free. That's when it's worth watching. Because It's not worth it. But anyways, they're supposed to release some other movies. I think there's another movie coming out later on this month with HBO Max with Denzel Washington and Malik Rami. And I think some other actor, I can't think his name. But they're coming out with a movie later. It's kind of like a suspense movie. But once it comes out, I'll review that one. It comes out later this month. But anyways, but the one that I saw on HBO Max, it's called Lockdown. You know, like I said, HBO Max has been doing good. Supposed to be releasing some good TV shows. Well, supposed to re-release Boondocks, but it's getting delayed, and some other shows. But the ones that I care about is watching Boondocks, and they're supposed to do some other stuff. But we see, you know, they got a lot of catching up to because, you know, Netflix is up there, Amazon's out there, and that's the reason why I'm reviewing this movie. It's called Lockdown. I got confused when I was going to review this other movie because I thought it was coming out last week. Malcolm and Marie. I thought that was coming out last week, but I apologize. That's not the one that's coming out. It was the Lockdown that came out. Malcolm and Marie doesn't come out until February, mid-February. So that one I'm anticipating to watch. Can't wait to see that one. It looks pretty good. But anyways, we'll get to that when it comes out. But Lockdown. This one is a pretty good movie. It's not that bad. It's kind of like people that, you know, got a good cast. Now, I'll read the names of the cast because I can't never think of pronouncing this guy. So the one chick that's in this movie, the actress, I shouldn't call her like that, but let me see. What's her name? Anne Hathaway. She's the one who played Catwoman and played some other movies too. I think Cinderella or some other movie like that. She's in the movie, so she's main. Now the guy that's in here, she plays Devil's Wears Prada. That's what she was in. She was really good in. Never liked the movie. I'm not into that. Chiwetel Ejiofor. That's the guy that's in the movie. He was in the Doctor Strange movie and some other movies. 12 Years a Slave, if I can recall. Chiwetel, I think he's British or something. But he's a good actor. He's in this movie. So they're both playing husband and wife. They're a couple in this movie, but they just can't stand each other. They're just going to issues with their relationship because I guess they're locked down and stuff like that, and you know, so you know, he sucks. He's just mad that they can't do stuff, whatever the case is, you know. And I guess she's just not happy with the relationship, you know. So, but there's other different actors in here. Actor I haven't seen in a while is Ben Stiller. He's in here. He just has a few minutes in this movie and stuff like that. So he's in this movie. And Sir Ben Kingsley was in this movie. Stephen Merchant, Jasmine Simmons, Dooley Hill, and Minnie Kaling. She's only in there for like 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. So like a lot of people just have a short clip. But pretty much is just they're having issues with their relationship. So, and then, you know, they work around where they end up doing a heist later on through her job and his job because they kind of work together in a sense. So that's what the movie is. Not like one of those like Ocean 12 type of heist thing, anything like that where this all spectacular where they're climbing through walls or sneaking around, nothing like that. Very simple heist. Anything that you could have done, you know. But not that bad. A little humor into it, you know. Not that bad of a movie. It's pretty decent. But you know, kind of liked it. You know, it's a movie that you kind of watch because you kind of relate on the situation with the pandemic and, you know, being locked down and stuff, and people just like can't leave the house and stuff like that. Especially when this pandemic first started, couldn't get the hell out of the house. You know, I could still work. I had to go out the house and work with my job, but other people couldn't do that. So that just like sucked. But you know, people got frustrated not being able to do regular things. Still, they can't do regular things. You know, just like today, we're just finding out that we could go back out and go to restaurants. Only 25% capacity, but hey, it's better than nothing. You know, but it is what it is. It's good to go out and try to be normal if you can. But yeah, things like that. So um, the director Doug Liman, he did a few movies. Supposedly he wrote this movie in 6 days. He did other movies too, like I just saw it in here, and I just can't just think of the ones that he did. But if this would have came in the theaters, I don't know if I would have gone and seen it. I don't know. It depends because like I was when the movie theaters were out, I was always going to the movie theaters like twice a week. If it was the summer, maybe 3 times a week. Because summer there's always a movie coming out. But who knows if I would have saw this. But the guy, he did a lot of shows, a lot of movies. I thought I saw it on here, but I guess I just went through it. But it's a kind of a good movie. Oh yeah, he did Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Born Identity. So that's the movie he did. So a little bit different than this type of movie because Born Identity was a good movie too. The series of the Born movies franchise. I think that was the first one, Born Identity. Yeah. So he did the first one and stuff. So that was a pretty good movie. And then Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that was good. A lot of comedy and action into that one with the cast that was in that one. But he wrote this movie in 6 days, and they started filming it. You know what? I'm wrong. That was a different movie. So scratch that. They ain't write this in. He wrote this in in a month. Not in 6 days. Sorry. That was a different movie. I'm just getting confused. So fact checking. I know that. So make sure y'all fact check. But he did direct those other movies. This is a movie that you could probably watch with your girlfriend. If she likes these type of movies. You can sit there and relax, have some wine or whatever, and stuff, and just watch it. Oh, I like this actor because he just talks with his normal voice. He's British, and a lot of movies that I've seen him in, he's always have an American accent. A lot of these British actors are coming to the United States, and they do really good jobs, and they always get all the movies. And not like all the movies, but they get some good roles, and they play the part as a playing American really well. Like the guy from, a lot of the guys from Walking Dead, a lot of them are British or European or whatever. They have accents and that you never hear. Like the guy from, what's that show? I can't think of the name. Or the motorcycle show. I love the show, and I can't think of the fucking name. This is so really disappointing. But anyways, it's like a tip of my tongue. I don't know. Not over. I'm just losing my mind. But anyways, let me, yeah. So he gets to play his own voice. It'll come to me when I think of the damn name of the show that I'm thinking of. Son of Anarchies. There we go. Love that show. Loved every show. Couldn't wait till that show come on and watched it every damn time. I need to play my sound effects thing. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I just love that. So yeah, give this movie a good rating. A really good movie. So I liked it. One thing I didn't, say that this movie was filmed in Europe. So it's kind of cool to watch. I like watching movies that's filmed out there, but really good movie. Liked it. I give it a good rating. So, but if you just really want to watch a basic heist movie, like I said, not that funny. This has some humor, then something to watch. I give it a good amount. Something worth watching. I would watch it. Want to watch it again? Maybe, but it's decent. So I don't know if I want to give it a thumbs up or anything. I don't do that thing. I don't do that here. I don't do no thumbs up. You know, they say it's a good shit. It's a good shit movie. It's a good shit. Um, but yeah. So make sure you subscribe to HBO Max because you're gonna be able to find some good shows to watch on there, some good movies on there. You know, that's not that my beard. Now I know that I mentioned about WandaVision that was coming out. They debuted 2 episodes last week. Um, so weird episode. They're doing like the 1950s, 60s type of thing with black and white. Kind of reminds you of I Love Lucy type of thing, or the Dick Van Dyke Show, and like so many of the fake audience laughs. Like even stuff that wasn't funny, they just laugh. And I know what they're trying to get at, but it was just doing too much. I don't know. Like I said, it was okay, but then like this, you being if you're a Marvel fan, you will have to watch this. It's slowly, very slowly getting to where the point is, or where does anything going with this show. It's only, and this is 2 episodes. Every episode is like 30 minutes or less. I think it's like 8 episodes. So they only showed 2 episodes this past a week ago. But like mid episode, you might see a reference or something that they might throw a hint of something. If you don't want me to ruin it, I'm going to just say I don't know what the hell's going on in the show. It just doesn't give you too much. But it seemed like it might have something to do with Sword, which is like a different division or same division or something with Shield, with Marvel and something like that. With the Shield thing, But so yeah, so it seemed like it had something to do with that. I don't know, but what I've been looking into it and reading about has something to do with that. Then I finally saw the 3rd episode. 3rd episode give you a little bit more, and then they showed it in color finally. But it's so funny how quickly she gets pregnant because, of course, it has to do something with her kids, with Wanda and stuff like that. So the show was very interesting. It just taking time to build up to where it's going. 3rd episode kind of showed a little bit more, than the other episodes. So you just have to be patient. I figure if you just want to wait until like maybe the 5th episode, because like I said, it goes to 8 episodes, maybe it might explain a little bit more. I don't know. Then that's something that you might have to wait and see with this show. But it's slowly progressing. Maybe might show maybe the last 2 episodes will just leave in suspense of like, oh shit, this is what happened. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. All this stuff. So if y'all have Disney Plus, watch it. But I would suggest just wait, because then you probably would give up after the 2nd episode, wondering what the hell's going on with this show. My glass is crooked. Is it crooked? Is my head crooked? That's what it is. It's my head that's leaning. But yeah, that's what you got to do with that. But like I said, it's not a bad show. It's just really slow right now. It's just taking its time to explain. And I've been told that Mark Feig, the producer of the show, the guy that's in charge of all the Marvel stuff, is one of his favorite things doing this show. So maybe he knows something that we don't know. Well, of course he knows, but that we might like or surprise us or something. I don't know. But we just have to wait and see. Like I said, we haven't seen any Marvel movies. And I think Black Widow might get delayed again because it's supposed to come out in May. So that means a lot of these movies are getting pushed back again because, the pandemic. Pandemic is delaying everything. A lot of movies are getting delayed. So that means we have to wait a little bit longer, but at least we're getting these TV shows that have been filmed already. And at least they're going to streaming service that we'll be able to watch. So, like I said, wait a month if you're interested to catch up on this show. It's not as compared to Mandalorian, where it was always something going on every episode. It's like leading to some action or something going on. But this is a little bit different. So just slowly pace into itself to where it's getting at. So be patient. I think it's going to get better. It's going to get better towards the end of the season. But I think this might be the only season for this show, if I'm not mistaken, because what I've been figuring out, that she's going to end up being evil. because she's gonna be appearing in Doctor Strange sequel, and I've been reading that she's gonna be probably one of the characters that's gonna be evil in this one. But we just have to wait and see. We have to wait a whole fucking year to watch anything because who knows when these movies are gonna come out. Like I said, everything's getting delayed. Everything. So that's what I'm saying. Get HBO Max because at least with HBO Max, they're gonna release some newer movies like Godzilla and Kong. Even though they say they're gonna release it in theaters, but it's still gonna get released there in HBO Max. But it's only gonna be like for 30 days on HBO Max, and like all these movies. So they're trying to release some movies that's on HBO Max that's gonna come out in the theaters and on their streaming service. So at least that's something you be able to watch. You know, Disney Plus. I think Disney doesn't want to release Black Widow on a streaming service because they're ready to wait because they know they're gonna make so much money if it gets released in theaters. But you know, the thing is that if you release a big major movie in theaters, I see it as a lot of movie theaters are having issues staying open. But if they do get open, it's going to be a very limited capacity and seating. And I don't know if people are going to be very hesitant in going to theaters as much. Some might not. But I don't want to sit next to somebody. Usually I don't want to sit next to nobody. If I'm on the with friends or at a date or something, then okay, cool. But other than that, I don't want anyone sitting around me. Don't want to hear nobody talking. Usually there's some motherfuckers always talking in the fucking theater. Always. Not to tell them, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You know? But you can't even mean by it because it's too damn dark in there. But, you know, I think they're probably gonna have to, who knows when. So when this vaccine rolls out and people are actually getting the shots and stuff, and if the pandemic kind of slows down in the next few months, we'll see if going to the theaters is possible to go by the spring. But I'm thinking probably in the fall is when things might get a little bit more calmer. But like I said, we just have to wait and see. But like I said, watch WandaVision. It's gonna get good. Trust me. Just be patient. But I'll for sure be getting to you on the next episode on that one. You know, it wasn't too much to talk about other than she had her babies in this episode, the third episode, her twins, her sons. I thought she had a boy and girl, but I found out it's twins. But yeah. So we'll find out more. Seems like they're stuck in a bubble. Ooh, did I spill some beans? I don't give a fuck. So the next movie I'm gonna review is on Prime, Amazon Prime. It's called One Night in Miami, which had like some actors, up and coming actors. I don't know their names. So it's just based on famous African American icons from the 60s, 50s, 60s. Jim. Sorry. I had the app open. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I found this in the store. Anyways, I don't know why I said that. But sorry about that. Yeah, so this was filmed and directed actually by Regina King, the actress. So she did really good on this movie, directing it. I don't know if this is her first time directing a movie, but she did a great job. I heard it's getting some Oscar buzz with this movie. Watched this the other day. Came out a week ago. Get some good reviews from people and stuff. But like I said, it has a lot of famous black icons from the 60s. Jim Brown, the great football player from Cleveland Browns, and but a lot of these guys had a lot to do with racism and stuff they had to deal with back then. Muhammad Ali, but in this movie he was Cassius Clay. Sorry, apologize. Cassius Clay. He was Cassius Clay in this part of the movie. This is where he was transitioning to become Muhammad Ali. And Malcolm X was in this movie. And you know, I forgot the other guy's name. I'm sorry. So one night, the night. So I hate this thing. One night in Miami. That's what it's called. Can't think of the actor's name. Just saw it there and it just disappeared. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Sam Cooke. So apologize. So Sam Cooke, Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay, whatever we want to call him, Malcolm X, and Jim Brown. Pretty much they all spent one night in Miami and stuff like that. And of course they all had to deal with racism back in those days. Now if I was around that time dealing with racism, I don't know, man. I think it's bad now, but it was probably really bad back then. You know, can't go to a restaurant. You know, you gotta watch who you talk to. Can't even talk to white people the way that you want to talk to them. You know, just a lot of different things. Going to the movies, police just treating you like shit. You know, I think it's just as worse. But this is them spending one night together. But you see different issues that they had to deal with racism. You know, like there was a scene with Jim Brown, and he goes visit this old family friend, some old white guy played by Bo Bridges, and he goes there, you know, just like, hey, you know, just came by to talk, and you know, there's just talking, and you know, the guy's like, say, you know, you're great, this and that, you from this town and everything, you know, he just telling him how much he appreciate him, you know, being who he is and the player, and you know, building the person that he is. So, and then there was a part where the guy, I don't know if it was his wife or daughter or whatever, came out. She's like, "Oh, can you help?" She's telling Bo Bridges, the white guy, if they could help move the dresser. Well, if he could move the dresser. And Jim Brown's like, "Well, I can come and help." Like, "Oh, you know, we don't allow niggers in this house." It's just a thing. I'm like, "What?" All the shit that you said, nice things you said, and you said we don't allow niggers in this house. Woo! That face that he had, I can just imagine hearing those type of things. I was like, man, I was like, damn, this dude just said that. All the nice shit he said, but you can't let him in your house. You know, the people in the South is crazy. But racism is really wild. It's getting crazy every day. But it's them just spending one night together after Muhammad Ali win and beat Sonny Liston in a championship fight. They think they're gonna go out and party, but then Malcolm X had a whole different idea. Just spending one night in the hotel and talking and letting them know that Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston, not Sonny Liston, Cassius Clay is gonna become Muhammad Ali and everything. So he was gonna become a Muslim and everything. You know, everybody just having their own part of what's going on in their lives and explaining things. So, really good acting in this movie. I like the way they told everybody's life. They played their roles really good. The guy who played Muhammad Ali did a really, really good job. You know, didn't exaggerate or anything. You know, he did really good. It's hard to believe, not to believe, but Muhammad Ali was such a character. But they played their role. The guy who played Jim Brown talked smoothly, like the way Jim Brown does. I think this is where Jim Brown decides, that he wants to become an actor and doesn't want to play football anymore because he just don't feel appreciated in the way things are going and playing football. He just wants to become an actor, and he did it pretty good as an actor. Love one of his movies that he did. You know, so everybody's just changing their ways. Sam Cooke, the same thing. Things he had to deal with, becoming a musician and singing, you know, all that stuff. So they explain a lot of these things. Pretty good movie. I will highly recommend y'all watching that. If you're interested in watching a good movie, then it's something you need to watch because it brings back things that you need to remember how things were back in the days. And those guys changed a lot in history. Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, Malcolm X, you know, those guys did a lot for African American back in those days. And without them, who knows how things would be. But it's hard to believe that the only surviving person that's still around is Jim Brown. You know, we just lost Hank Aaron the other day, not knowing that that dude used to get so many racist letters every day. Just reading about that, like he was just reading some letters, and there was this lady. He would get thousands and thousands of letters every day, racist letters, hate letters, messages. There's people just talking about because they didn't want him to break Babe Ruth's record, a home run record. I'm like, man, it's crazy that he had to deal with that through his whole career. He played in the Negro League, then played in the Major League. I think he played in the Negro League for like maybe 2 or 3 years. Then he went to the Major Leagues, played for the Milwaukee Braves, and then played there for like 20 years until they moved to Atlanta and stuff like that. And he played for other teams and crazy, you know. May he rest in peace. But you know, those type of things you gotta remember. Those are icons in this world, African American icons out there. Those guys will never be forgotten, and I will highly recommend you guys go watch this movie. It's a great movie. I think it should get nominated for Best Picture. I think so. Best Director, yeah, I think so. Will they win? You know how the Academy Awards, the Oscars, they'll nominate you, but they just very, I don't know. I don't say how it is. But those are 2 good movies to watch. Lockdown and One Night in Miami. And I do apologize for not getting this guy's name right or the stuff that I said because, I don't know, just because, you know what I'm saying? But no one, like I said, famous in this movie. Kingsley Belair, El Gore, or Eli Gore, Adilis Hodge, Leslie Odom Jr. I heard of that name before, but not familiar with the only one. I did recognize one guy in this movie, Michael Imperioli. He was like a trainer for Muhammad Ali. But other than that, I don't recognize any of these other guys. My legs are sleeping. Wake the fuck up. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be reviewing some more movies coming up next week. So hopefully you guys will end up liking it. Like I said, I'll make sure to subscribe before we decide. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Make sure you like, subscribe to the show. If you have any recommendations of any movies you want me to watch, we'll see if I end up watching it. Because if you pick a movie that I don't like, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I'll try my best. Make sure it's a current movie. I'm not watching a 20-year-old movie. I'm not watching a 20-year-old movie. If I didn't watch it 20 years ago, if I heard of it, I'm not gonna watch it. If it's 20 years ago, I love watching movies, but I'm not gonna watch anything the same. But we'll see. I might change my mind. We'll see. We will see. But anyways, everybody. What else was I gonna say? I think that might be it. I think that's it. Hopefully you like my commentary about these movies or the review of the movies. I think I did pretty decent today. So if you're interested in finding out more stuff, hit me up with a message and I'll let you know what else is coming out in the future. So give me a thumbs up and no more shit talking. Just keep that shit up in here. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I just made that up. I'm just doing this for the culture. So that's what I just wanted to say. I'm just losing my mind here. But anyways, Hopefully y'all like and subscribe and watch this show. Let me know. I think I'll do a better job next week. I'm just in a good mood today. You know, it's a great day. So I don't know. That wave. Do I go ahead and let's see. Oh my god. Where is it? Yeah, that's how it was. Wait, I like this one. Hey.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Thank you, thank you.
Sparta! Smoke weed every day.
So, I just play this when I'm like talking. This is so sad. Yeah, this is how my life is right now. Very sad. I feel like singing. But
Fuck it right in the pussy.
It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad? It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad?
why do you have to be mad? It's only a game.
Oh, baby, it's triple. Oh, Fatality.
Oh.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What?
Surprise,
Motherfucker.
Are you sure about that? Just do it! What the fuck? It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I did. Alright, everybody, that's the end of this sound check thing. Jack, you going? I don't know. I'm just having too much fun. Oh, shit. My name is Jeff.
I need some milk.
I need what?
I need some milk.
Yeah, this is the time where I say that I have to be. That was the shit right there. Hello. Am I allowed to play this song? Okay, he just faded away. That's how I am on Call of Duty.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
It was okay. Alright, that's enough. That was enough. That's enough. Alright, y'all. Like and subscribe. I'll be back with y'all